What's up, everybody? You got Mommy Mike here, trying to release another episode of Time Capsule Thursdays for you. It's been a long Thursday, so this is going up kind of late, but what the heck? Life still rips, right? Where the baby's at. Shout out Crystalia. But yeah, this is the second episode we technically ever recorded, and it was a doozy. Talk about chocolate and customer service. Very legendary IKEA customer service story come at ya. And just shoot the shit. I don't know. Kind of got into a rhythm. Kind of not. You might hate it. You might love it. But that's what this is all about, right? So let's, before we dive in, just want to mention that Had to Be There podcast is brought to you by furryturkey.com, our media partner in crime, and housing of all of the merchandise that you can go buy. So go check furryturkey.com out, and I think you'll like it. Also, boardatwork.shop is bringing this podcast to your beautiful ears. And they have some really cool skateboard shirts for you. So go check them out at boardatwork.shop. And Daddy Dirt is coming out with some candy collection t-shirts that are going to be very tattoo, sugar skull related. So keep an eye out for that on furryturkey.com as well. But without further ado, we'll kick off this week's Time Capsule Thursday. Liquid chocolate. Enjoy.
Shut up and sit down.
Daddy Dirt and Mommy Mike present the Have to Be There podcast.
Especially with this
Oh yeah.
weaker stuff.
Oh shit. Forgot.
So close. We'll get this down.
Are we gonna play the whole thing? The whole song?
That was the whole song.
Yeah, no, are we gonna play that for the whole intro?
Yeah. That was the intro.
That's a long intro.
So we're just hanging, dude.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah. Episode number 2. You had to be there.
You had to be there the first time. You're gonna have to be there the second time.
The first one, you have a lot of excuses for not being there before because it's episode number 1. But if you're listening to episode number 2 and you didn't listen to episode number 1, you weren't there and you're not going to understand anything. So you kind of had to be there for episode number 1, so go back and listen.
Yeah.
Or don't, because it doesn't really matter. I don't know. You guys will figure it out. You're smart. You're not freaking peasants.
I think you wanted to say fucking, but you felt bad.
Yeah, I didn't want to address the tribe that way.
No, I know.
I don't want to start throwing F-bombs on episode number 2 at the tribe.
Yeah, but they're not peasants, so it doesn't matter if we say fucking peasants or friggin' sounds.
That's true.
It sounds soft.
Yeah.
Just say it. Say it.
Yeah.
We don't want you guys to be
fucking peasants.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's how I want that.
Yeah.
It actually feels good.
It
Like
does.
when you say a nice fuck or motherfucker is probably the best one.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Especially when you go, toodaloo, motherfucker! It's the best thing ever.
One of the best lines of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, it feels good being back with the tribe.
Yeah. I'm in the studio.
In the studio.
Same dead flowers just staring at me in the eyes.
I don't know what it is with you and those dead flowers. Like, what's the problem?
I mean, it's in my house, so it just, why is it there? It's dead. Like, we're not the Addams family.
Hey, dude. Then throw it away.
Not my flowers.
It's half your house, but those aren't your flowers. Okay.
Yeah, that's on the other half of the house.
That's on the half.
No,
that
you know why?
don't-
Because it doesn't,
No, I don't.
What-
Actually, no. Hang on. I don't know why.
So I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So you gotta throw flowers away at the right time. It's kind of like eating a banana when it's just ripe and ready. Like if you wait too long to throw dead flowers away, if I went over there right now and threw them away, they would be dropping dried little yellow petals the whole way to the trash can, and that water is just disgusting. It has chlamydia in it for sure, or chloria, or whatever the water diseases are. I just don't want to be anywhere near it. It gets all chunky, and then you gotta throwing away the flowers is like somewhat easy because you just open up the trash can and throw them, but then you gotta wash out that messy vase. I don't want to do that.
Hey,
So
dude,
maybe the 50-50 split is I go throw the flowers away, and then someone else washes out the vase. That seems fair, right?
dude, those are dead. Like, there's
They're
not a
dead.
right time. Those are dead. Those have been dead for...
That's what I'm saying. We're past that time to throw them away when it's easy. Like, the water's all murky.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Alligators could be
Yeah, I
swimming
get
in
what
there.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, doesn't matter. Grab the vase, bring it in the kitchen, toss them in the garbage when we're done.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to interrupt what we're doing. But that's disgusting.
Oh, that's really gross.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
The water looks like someone swished around
It looks like Big Island after someone took a shit in it.
in the water.
In the water. Yeah, not in the island. What if Big Island was like an underground volcano and all it took to activate it was someone taking a shit right in the middle of the hole? Like go to the center of the island and there's a little hole and you poop in there and cover it up and it goes deep down in the volcano underneath Lake Minnetonka and starts activating shit like dried yeast or something, and then it just goes kaboom.
Okay.
I'd be happy.
Okay. Hang on.
I want to be
When
sad.
when you start telling something like that, that is
Do I have to warn you?
that's totally outrageous. Don't start it off with what if, because my immediate response is going to be, dude, I don't know, what if? And you have no response to that. You have no response to if I say, I don't know, man, what if?
That'd be kind of cool.
But if you
There's my response.
but
I
if
just
you-
responded.
But if
I
you
replied all to
but
that.
But if you start the story off with just starting it, then I don't have to reply. But I do. I don't know, man. What if?
I'm bad at starting stories, but I'm good at pulling everything together.
You did pull that one nicely together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Big Island, another one of those. You had to be there type things.
I've never been there. No, I went there once.
No, man, come on.
I went there.
You've never been there.
I went there once. I've never stepped foot around Big Island. I stayed on a boat and we drove by, and it was a Tuesday night, and we still got flashed by some girl on another boat.
Yeah, not surprising.
Yeah, it's that kind of place where even on Tuesdays you can see some boobies.
Hey, man, Titty Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, it was Titty Tuesday
Yep.
in 7th grade.
Yeah,
Good for her though.
whatever, dude. Getting rock hard in gym class with those thin little gym shorts. I never did that.
7th grade.
I never did that, but I saw other people that did it, and it was awkward for them.
Hey, why didn't they have spandex back in 7th grade? Because guess what?
Yeah, where was Under Armour
Hey-
when you needed them?
Hey, yeah, but guess what? Not for the boner purposes, but when you're doing the butterfly stretch, girls can see your balls.
That's
I
true.
know for a fact
and you're-
because a
and-
girl told me.
And you got low hangers too. Like when they say, "Oh, go after some low hanging fruit," they're talking about your balls.
Yeah, dude. When I
And
wa-
when
when
you
I
wear
wa-
those, when in 7th grade, let me guess, you're wearing Abercrombie and Fitch boxers.
No, man.
That were a little baggy on you.
No.
They stuck out of your waistband a little bit, and they drooped down. Your balls probably did hang out.
Susan was an Old Navy woman. I boycotted Old Navy.
Yeah.
You know, after I found out that a couple people shop there, I just decided, hey, no longer. I no longer shop at the Old
Can't
Navy.
associate myself.
I can't associate myself with the Old Navy.
Yeah.
Now I don't shop there anymore.
You see one too many frumpy outfits out of there, and
Yeah,
you just can't
and you
do
just
it,
can't do
you know.
So I've given up. I gave up on Old Navy a long time ago.
Yep.
I was an Old Navy guy.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, when I'm walking on the beach, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, was there an?" It's weird. Like, there's two wide strides, and then there's two marks in between those wide strides, and there's like step marks in the wide ones, and then there's just two straight lines right next to each other, and people are like, what is that? Like, what's that animal? And I'm like, guys, I was just walking out here last night. It was my footsteps, my balls dragging on the ground. I just
You got a tail on you?
yeah, I got a tail because my nuts
You had
hang
a
so
tail
low.
between your legs?
Yes, in seventh
Oh,
grade.
it's not even you, it's just your nuts.
Yes, in seventh grade.
see.
Yeah, my
to
2
think.
lines, dude.
What type of underwear did I wear in 7th grade? Probably American Eagle, if I'm being honest.
Or you big pack sun guy.
Not for underwear. T-shirts, though.
T-shirts and hats. I'll
Yeah,
still admit it to
and
this day,
hoodies.
PacSun, dopest hats.
I don't think I ever had
Best
Pac-Sun.
hats of all time. I mean, such a sweet selection. Is that sweatshirt from PacSun?
No, it was from Burden.
That's a sweet. Oh, I thought maybe because
No.
they carry it.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
sweet
it's here from the
sweatshirt.
stores. Thanks. It's warm. It's
Yeah,
like waterproof,
I
too.
wish I had a fucking sweatshirt. That'd be nice.
You want one?
No.
Are you
sorry.
cold?
No. I'm-
I'll go get you
I'm
one.
about to get hot. I'm about to get hot and bothered because we're rolling now.
You know what's speaking of underwear, I didn't buy a pair of underwear probably from, let me say, 18 to 26 or 27. You know how I got my underwear between those 8-9 years?
Stole
Stolen from my dad. Yeah, because he has so many. They're all Under Armour, super nice. Size too big for me, but that doesn't matter because they're free. And he didn't even notice because he's got so many. Because I think he wears 6 pairs a day. Like he'll go on vacation for like 4 days, 18 pairs of underwear. So I just took them. He didn't need all of them. And then I finally signed up for MeUndies, not a sponsor, and restashed my underwear pair because I was swimming in them.
Dude, I think I'm the
Because
same.
I think
boat.
I got skinnier, my dad got a little fatter, and it just didn't work anymore.
Dude, that's not nice to say. He's a thick
A
human.
little
being.
heftier.
No, not hefty, dude. He's just.
Well, his
he's thick.
his German roots started showing a little bit more.
He's thick.
Yeah, and puffy.
No, man, not puffy.
Just
Thick.
3C thick.
Just thick.
Yeah,
3C. What the fuck is that?
thick with 3 C's. It's like fat with a PH.
Oh,
It's like the good version of being
yeah,
thick.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
thick.
Yeah,
Without the K at the end of it.
yeah, like
I
Alan
gotcha.
thick.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh man, I didn't think you were going with stealing underwear from your father. On the flip side, my father, dead serious, would notice if I borrowed a pair of socks, dude. He'd be like, "Who's in my sock drawer?"
Yeah, that's your dad.
Dude,
He's a hawk.
hey, dude, I grabbed them from the bottom. They were the ones. Remember the old school ones, white with the yellow tips on them and the yellow heel.
The
Remember
gold
those?
toes, yeah.
The twinkle toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Those are the gold standard.
Well-
Of course your dad liked those socks.
Well, Twinkle Toes really like those socks, and
Yeah.
clearly I couldn't even go in the sock drawer.
Old daddy twink.
Seriously though,
the twinkle in his eye.
think about that.
The twinkle in his eye matches the
You're
twinkle in his toes.
You are just stealing underwear from your father, and mine notices.
You can't even borrow
I
a pair
can't
of
even
socks.
borrow a pair of socks. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even borrow these. I just threw them away when I was done. They were like 8-9
Hey,
years
dude,
old. He
here's
doesn't
a-
want them
okay,
back.
but here's a
What if I
question.
would have folded them up nicely and put them back for him? You just got an overflowing drawer of underwear. Where did all these pairs of underwear come from? Oh, I borrowed them. I was just giving them back to you. You didn't know? You didn't know that I borrowed them from you?
oh gosh.
So stupid. Are you
Okay,
on Reddit yet?
but
Do you
no,
do Reddit
No,
stuff?
I have a question though for you about. Let's go back to that. No, we'll go
Okay.
back to Reddit.
Is this an interview now
When
on
did
like
you?
my
No,
daddy
no,
issues
but
with
when
his
did?
underwear?
But when did you start? So here's my thing.
When I
You-
start stealing
No,
my
no,
father's
no, no.
underwear?
No, you okay? So you said that you didn't buy underwear until you were 25, 18 to 25. You didn't. So when did you start stealing your dad's underwear? Because you said you just throw his away. So when did you start throwing your own away to where then you had to start stealing your dad's?
Oh, it was kind of like you won't understand the reference, but essentially like I would.
Wait, hang on. So it's an inside joke that I'm not gonna understand.
It's not even a joke. It's just work language. It's stupid. Okay, so you know, like in a.
Hey guys, had to be there on my own
Yeah.
podcast. Hey dude, had to be there on my own podcast. Hey, that's awesome. Hey,
Okay.
no.
Okay,
Don't
so
tell the
say-
story. Hey, don't tell the story. Stupid story. Doesn't
No,
matter.
I'll tell it to you. So you say you
Again, starting to piss me off
say
already.
you sell
16 minutes in, you're pissing me off.
say you sell Ben and Jerry's ice cream to Holiday or Cub Foods or whatever.
All right. Definitely not 3 plugs, but yeah.
And
Go ahead.
and you go, like, instead of them sending you an order for saying we want 100 ice creams because we need 100, you go into their stores and see how many they need to fill their shelves
Yeah.
in your selected areas. That's what I did with my underwear.
Dude, it's not-
like I would take when I'd rip through a pair with a nasty one, I would throw that away. And then I'd go grab a pair from my dad's drawer next door and then put that in. And then slowly but surely, one day I woke up and was like, oh, I don't have any of my own underwear, but that's okay.
Okay. Here's the problem with your story.
Do you not believe me?
No, I do.
I'm not freaking
No,
Bob Lazar talking about
I know.
aliens.
No, I do believe you. Here's the problem with your story, though. You said, oh man, you won't get it because it's a work thing. Okay. You're trying to make it sound like you are the person who solely sells things to Cub Foods or whatever store you
It's
use.
not my work at
Hey,
all.
that's not your work, dude. So you're not that important. So therefore, I would have gotten the reference if you would have said it's a progression. So like as I threw away my own pair, I grabbed my dad's pair.
Yeah.
But you want to use a work reference to make everybody think that you're the guy that sells underwear to Cub Foods.
I'm Ben and Jerry.
Yeah, and we were talking about Ben and Jerry's.
I met Jerry once. Did you know that?
Do you want to acknowledge what you did with your story? And then I'll acknowledge that you've met Jerry.
I think we can agree to disagree.
No.
No, I acknowledge it. I fucked up.
Thank you. Okay, that's it.
I
That's all
met
wanna
Jerry,
say.
though.
Where?
Ben and Jerry's. He was
Where? Which one?
DT Dubtown.
Really?
Yeah. He was just
Like
there.
what, grand opening or something?
No, he was just there doing like a meet and greet deal randomly, and I was there.
Isn't it
I didn't even
based
go.
in Colorado?
No, Vermont.
Oh.
Exact opposite side of the country, but similar states. I see what you did there. A lot of trees, a lot of mountains.
Half baked.
Well,
Didn't it start in Colorado?
No, so Ben and Jerry are huge Grateful Dead fans, and all Grateful Dead fans smoke a lot of pot and do a lot of acid.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, I would have figured those fans did that stuff. What I'm saying is I didn't realize that
No,
wasn't
that-
a reference to Colorado,
Oh yeah.
like in general, or
No,
California.
A lot of their stuff is like reference just to drugs and Grateful Dead. There's a new Grateful Dead documentary out on I think it's Netflix, and it's all about like they really became popular, not really because of their music, but because people love doing drugs to their music. And
Probably
their music
good
was
to
like
watch.
good on drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably cool to
I watched the first episode. It's really interesting.
Can we talk about some good shows that are about to come back on Netflix?
Like what?
Have you seen Mindhunter? Where
No, I started that one. That's the serial killer one, right?
it's the partial, yeah,
Where
it's
he
like
defines like what a serial killer is.
yeah, so it's like the
Yeah.
partially true or is true story, partially true. I don't know.
I-
Of how they came up with the profile of a serial
Yeah.
killer. So like how they created the FBI's definition of a serial killer.
Yeah.
And how they would profile.
I watched the first episode. I remember it being
So good.
really good. I don't think my
Intense.
wife could get into it.
No,
It's
it's
too creepy
intense,
for
yeah.
her. I watch a lot of shows just by myself. I watched You on Netflix. It's with
super creepy. We watched
super
it.
creepy.
Becca and I watched
Yeah, I just started. I was like, oh, I don't think Maddie will like this. Or if she does, it's gonna take like a year to finish. So I just watch it. I want to rewatch it. I like rewatching stuff.
It's pretty good. Our boy Chris D'Elia. Our boy meaning like the guy that we really like listening to, not
Yeah.
not our friend. Wish. Wish.
Our boy.
Our boy. Our friend.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on season
Our
2.
buddy old pal.
He's
Is
gonna
he?
be on season 2, yeah.
He could be a serial killer for sure. Did you watch his Eminem?
Yes, could be a serial killer.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he was.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I love that he had a bald cap on and then a wig that looked like his hair kind of on top of that.
Could have just done his own hair.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. There's when's Ozark coming back out?
That's so good.
And I will admit, don't like sci-fi. Hated on it for when everyone talked about it. Stranger Things is the shit.
So good. I have 2 episodes left in season 3.
We've delayed it because I've told my girlfriend we cannot watch the end of it. I can't end it.
Are you on season 3?
Yes.
Are you on the last episode?
Don't tell me shit.
Yeah, we're on the final 2. It's been like 3 weeks, so I feel like I have to rewatch some of it.
And you know what we also haven't watched? Best show to rewatch on Netflix probably is The Office.
Yeah, that's going away, isn't it?
I don't know,
And
but
so is Friends. You don't like Friends,
people
though.
are going to lose their minds when Friends goes away. I don't care about it. People
Yeah.
are going to lose their minds. There's going to be riots in the street.
I just go buy the DVDs. It's like $100. Like,
Oh, or you could have a Netflix thing and just watch it on Netflix.
It's
Dude,
not
people are
gonna be
going
on
to lose.
Netflix.
I know, but people are going to lose their minds.
yeah.
Um,
Well, all these streaming services, like Netflix was
They
cool
have a-
because it like had everything. But if NBC, ABC, CBS, Disney,
they all do their own.
they'll do their own thing, it's just going to turn into you have to go pay for each individual channel.
Yeah.
Whereas before we were at least getting those channels for free.
Right.
Now we have to pay to watch normal TV.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to be free is live TV.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All
That's
it's gonna be free.
Well, that's why Netflix is investing so much into their own content
Yeah.
because it's all their borrowed stuff.
Yeah,
is going away.
didn't they invest like?
Dude, they
was
gave
was it billions?
yeah, because they gave Eddie Murphy like
70
70
million.
million.
Yeah, 70 million.
But you know how many people are going to stick around for that, or
Mhm.
how many new people are going to sign up? It's on a timer still. Should we turn
Dude,
it back
that
on?
was creepy. Yeah, turn that back on.
Yeah. Let me pause it quick.
Yeah. So I mean, they're doing a whole bunch of their own content. Same with, well, Amazon Prime, dude. I can't understand it.
They have some good shows too. Like they have Rick and Morty. No, that's Hulu.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime has some good shows. I can't think of
Hulu's
any.
got some
Like
shit.
Housemaid's Tale is supposed to be really good on Amazon Prime, and like The Tower or something.
Downton Abbey. We watch it. It's kind of hard to get into. But
Yeah.
People said it's really good.
Tom Segura and his wife really like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
interesting.
yeah,
It's slow.
yeah. It's kind of like it's one of those British procedural shows, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
they kind of
Yeah, it's like
fancy
it's
talk and
yeah.
pinkies up while sipping your tea and the Queen owns the swans.
Yeah. The stuff I like to bounce on my thumb with. Yeah.
I heard this. I think this is a conspiracy theory, but I heard that the Queen still owns America. Technically,
No, man. No. That's a conspiracy theory, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
How? So explain that to me.
because they were saying that the IRS isn't even an American company, or like it's not an American private company. It's not an American government entity.
Yeah.
It's a overseas like organization that has nothing to do with America.
Dude, could you imagine? They're still taxing us? Oh, could you imagine?
That'd be so. You'd have to give it up to them. It's like the biggest. It'd be like the biggest like
Dude,
con
what would-
ever.
Yeah, what would you do? Like, so on your taxes, like, what do you? Because you have to take it out. Like, if you went to your corporation and was like, hey, pay me and just give me my straight check of what, and I'll pay what I want to pay. No, they automatically take it out in taxes, dude. I don't think that that's far off, because if you think about it, right? You have no choice because of direct deposit. You have no choice of what you pay in taxes.
Yeah.
You have no choice. They automatically take it out. Whereas before, you would have been responsible. You get paid the full amount. You're responsible for paying whatever you owe to the IRS.
Yeah.
So think about it. Now they're automatically taking it out from people's accounts or people's paychecks rather than making people pay. It's all a conspiracy.
What if they just did like a flat tax, like required donation every year, and you could pay it all up front or like monthly if you wanted
Because
to?
we couldn't pay for our government then.
But it's not like it'd be the same as taxes, but you don't have to do it every paycheck. You could just like you'd
Do it
still be
flat
paying
amount.
the same, but you would just like if you had the money saved up, you could just do it all at once, or have like a monthly have a paycheck deduction like it is now. But if you wanted to,
What would
you
be
just
the
get out of the
difference?
way.
Oh,
Because
just
you'd
get it out of the way.
you get out of the way, and then you
Yeah.
just have
Do it
all
at
your
the beginning
cash
of
on
the
hand,
year.
or you do it at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end of the year, and you just have all your. I suppose you could finagle that anyway with your deductions and stuff. if
I
you
think
wanted
it's
to.
better getting it out every paycheck because then you know consistently what you're going to spend and what you're going to save.
Yeah.
Whereas if
Well, I
you did
got
a
s-
one lump sum,
I got screwed because my old company wasn't taking enough out of my paychecks, and I didn't know that, so I wasn't like saving
but you didn't
extra
fill
for
it out.
taxes.
but you didn't fill it out right then.
something weird happened. I don't really because I
That's-
feel
well,
I feel
that's
out the
with
same
your
that
W2.
but as it is a small company too, so I just think they maybe did things a little differently because I
Yeah.
did it the exact same way that I did wherever I work, and it's way different. But like I owed like a ton of money one year, and I was like, what the heck happened? And I like if I would have known ahead of time, I could have saved up for it. And this happened. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I had to like clear out my bank accounts for it.
That's weird. I don't know
Yeah.
why that would have happened.
That's stupid. But anyways, at the end of last episode, you want to talk about customer service.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can get into it. I mean,
What happened to you? Why
okay.
do you want to talk about this?
Well, okay, we'll talk about the good, I guess. Then we can go backwards, or do we want to talk about the bad and go to the good? I don't care.
Get the good out of the way.
All right, the good out of the way.
Yeah.
Just make me happy. And I'm gonna plug the shit out of this company because I love it.
Hashtag free ads.
Hashtag free ads. Heatwave Visual. Everyone always asks me, dude, where'd you get those sunglasses? Those are sweet looking. Like, where'd you get those lenses? Not because I look good in them, just because they're good looking as sunglasses. So I bought my first...
I think you do look good in them though, because they cover most of your face.
It's a good point.
Yeah. Continue.
Covers my cross eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I get a pair, and the best part about them, I think, is they're interchangeable. So everything's interchangeable,
Yeah.
right? The lenses, the frames, the arms, everything's interchangeable. So I order new lenses. Super easy to put in the lens. The arms are they give you good directions, but they're hard, and so like I tried to.
So you have to unscrew them?
No, they're buttons.
Oh, weird. Do they give you a tool to pop them out?
No, you just grab the arm and twist it, and it's supposed to just pop off.
Weird.
Well, that's the problem. I think because I had worn them so long that the button had gotten kind of worn down. The plastic did.
It's way too dark.
And so the button on the top like wore off, and so it like kind of broke off, and I could still put the arms on because the bottom button was. This is a super long story, but the bottom button was still on there, so I could put the arms on. They still work. They still kind of fit, but they were really loose. And I was like, well, I'd really like to just get the frames, but in order to get the frames, you have to order an entire pair of sunglasses. I'm like, I don't need an entire pair. I just want the frames with no lenses, nothing. I just want the frames. So I emailed them, and I was like, hey, I just bought these new.
Oh, because that's the only part that they don't sell.
That's the only part they don't sell separate.
They'll sell the arms and the lenses, but they don't sell
Correct.
the frames separate. Interesting.
I mean, it's kind of smart though, if you think about it.
Otherwise, you'd just be mixing and matching all the time.
Yeah, and people would just.
Yeah.
gain
Well, then
it.
think about it. You buy a new pair of frames, and you get another pair of arms anyways. With
Yeah,
it.
right, exactly.
So it's kind of
So you
a
never
good
have
deal
to-
both ways.
Yeah, so I emailed them and I just said, hey, I don't know what I can do to just get frames, but I was changing the arms and the button ended up breaking off the top. And I was totally willing to pay for them. I just wanted them to send me separate frames.
Yeah.
Would have been totally cool. Get an email back the next day. This was at night. They email me back the next morning. They say, hey, send me, it sounds like you broke the bumps off. Send me a picture of the frames and we'll check with the warranty and we'll send you new ones.
Brand new
I
glasses.
took 4 pictures just so they could kind of see every angle. I said they were this type. They said, give me your address and the type of frames and we'll send them to you. It looks like it fits the warranty. Let me know what this stuff is. Told them the frames, type, 3 days. They were delivered today. 3 days, dude.
That's so cool.
It was awesome. And I didn't expect any of
Yeah.
it. And I probably didn't read the fine print because it was like, oh, they're sunglasses. If I have to buy a new pair, I guess I'll just buy a new pair if I really
lose
like
them or break them every other month.
Yeah,
feels
you just and that's the best part about these. Like, you break the arms, you just buy a new pair of arms
Yeah.
or whatever. You break the frames, they'll send you.
Because
a
you
new pair
usually
of
don't
frames.
lose them. I feel like I
No.
usually break them before
Yeah,
I lose them.
right.
I had a similar story. It was Ignite. I bought it was like
yeah.
that Dan Bilzerian's company. I bought a CBD pen, and it came like one of the pods came leaking, And I just sent a picture. It was like, not even really like, I wasn't really gunning. I didn't even ask for a replacement or anything. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, just a heads up, like this came leaking. Like, I think it still all works and stuff, but just wanted to let you know because they're a new company and like,
Yeah.
I love like following new companies and like
Yeah.
helping them out in any way possible. And but they like, I wasn't expecting anything in return for them because it still worked fine.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little less stuff in there.
Yeah.
They sent me this. I had ordered 2 pods. They sent me 2 brand new pods. They're like, just keep the other ones.
That's
Like
sweet, dude.
for sure order from them again.
Yeah, and that's it's not even. I think one, it comes across as like you're not expecting anything until they want to help you,
Yeah.
and then 2, it's just good. That's just good customer service. Like
when
you
they
know,
just go above
you
and
know,
beyond.
yeah, it's like buying a car, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guess what? You sold somebody a shitty car, but then you have to go through 10 steps to get a lemon law, and it takes a year.
Yeah.
Like, no, man, you just sold me a shitty car. Have good customer service. Don't give me a new car.
Yeah.
But reimburse me for what my car's worth now, so I can go get a new one. Because here is the $5,000 worth of stuff that I've had to take care of in 6 months. You
Yeah.
sold me a shitty car. It's okay,
Yeah.
but then give me the money back.
You both made a mistake.
Yeah, dude. You both made a mistake.
Yeah.
Must have been one of those you had to be there things. But seriously.
Well, and like they always say, like
And they make a shit ton of money, dude.
when they say like bad customer service, like a lot of people talk about bad customer service, but then no one talks about good customer service, or like fewer people talk about good
Yeah.
customer service. So if you have bad customer service, I'm gonna go tell everyone not to shop with
Yeah,
you.
man. Yeah.
But if you have good stuff, I think I try to share it with people, but it doesn't really cross your mind because it's like, oh yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
experience. Like you get more wrapped up in the negative stuff, which is
Dude,
funny.
another crazy story. In terms of like customer service, not a product, but I was getting my hair cut, right?
Yeah.
She totally forgot about my haircut. The girl that I went to totally forgot. Like, I called her a couple times. It's like 20 minutes after my appointment. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I totally forgot. She calls me. I'm like, hey, it's not a big deal. She goes, can I move some stuff around to get you in an hour? I said, yeah, perfect. I'll go grab a coffee, whatever. She moved the person that was supposed to be at that time slot because she had missed my haircut and felt so bad about it.
Yeah.
So I left her a 5-star review on Google.
Yeah.
I said, she messed up, acknowledged it, took care of it, and was able to fit me in.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Is she the one that shaved off your mullet?
No, man, I shaved off my own mullet. It'll
So
come back.
disappointing.
It'll come back. But shit like that, you have to share it. Because
Yeah.
too many people bitch.
Have I shown you Jeremiah Watkins yet? He's a comedian. On that Kill Tony show. He plays the saxophone. He's like the leader of the band on it. He's hilarious.
He's like Kenny G.
Like he could be like on SNL. Like he's so funny. He's really good at improv and stuff, and has like he does a different character every week, and is also good at I showed you his album actually. He plays those funny songs. It was like my stepdad Greg or whatever.
Yeah.
He's that guy. But he started a podcast, and every week he has people submit, what is it? He calls it like letters of kindness or like something where like you do something nice for someone and you get to brag about it and submit it, and then he'll read it and like just kind of spread like, because I feel like people like feel bad about talking about the good things that they do for other people because they don't want to like it kind of takes
blessed.
yeah they feel like they take away from
Yeah.
the good deed, but
Yeah.
really like you should be sharing more of that stuff
Yeah.
because that inspires other people to do it, and
Yeah.
so it's kind of cool that he's
Yeah,
I feel like,
I
so
like
many outlets can be like super negative, and
Yeah. I like
he does that at like the end of almost every episode.
Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. Yeah, because I think the perception is when you're saying like something good happened to you, it's like, oh, hashtag blessed, or like, oh yeah, like look what happened to me today. I think if you share it in the right way, people are going to be like, no, that's legitimate. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to do that for somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's small stuff.
Well, and like think about how many people want recognition. So even if you're doing it for the recognition,
Yeah.
you're still doing a good thing. Like who cares?
Right.
Like,
Right.
they always, like there's that saying like there's no such thing as like a good selfless deed,
Right.
or a selfless good deed or whatever.
Yeah.
But who cares? It's a good deed. A good deed is a good deed.
Right. Right.
Like, if you did something bad that was selfless, would that make it any better? No.
That's interesting. I've never thought about it that way. That's, the way that you say it makes sense. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, I mean, there are definitely some people out there that can really do a deed
Like
with
Mr.
being
Beast.
totally selfless, right? I mean, completely selfless.
But how?
I don't know, man. I don't know because
Because, like, at some point
you
you're
get
getting
gratification. You get
satisfaction out of it. Satisfaction.
I don't know, man. We could go into a whole deeper religious conversation about that, but that's interesting.
That's probably for another podcast. What were some bad experiences that you had? I have a few, and we have a shared one.
Oh, dude, you have one of the. I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about? Are you? Do you remember when you told us that we've actually talked about this, dude? We talked about this with the girls. This is like Twilight Zone full circle. We talked about this with the girls about the Airbnb you had in Colorado.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Airbnb in Colorado.
It's one of those you had to be there things. Yes,
I had it?
you talked about some customer service thing, or like Yes.
Was it me and my wife that were there, or was
No.
it me and my family?
I can't remember.
Colorado.
I don't think it. I don't.
Was it like, did it involve boogers?
I have no idea.
I don't know what you're talking about. When I was younger, I was in high school. My family went to Snowmass, and we had like just a rental condo or whatever, and there was like crusted boogers on the coffee table, and it was just like, you know, my mom, like, she likes shit clean. Not having it. No
Hey,
other
man,
availability.
no one
Is
else-
that what you're talking about?
No, but no one else would have it either. I mean, forget it, because I honestly don't remember. But
Yeah.
no one else would have it either. Yeah, hey
My
man,
other Airbnb experience was good. There was just a lot of people there.
Can
so
I
we had
just-
to sleep on the couch.
can I just have boogers on the coffee table that I can sprinkle in
Yeah,
my
just
coffee?
crusty ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
please go on. No, I want to hear about your customer service experience.
Well, the one I was thinking of was IKEA, because they suck.
I mean, we don't even need to start. You said IKEA, and everyone knows.
I mean, that you start off by having to build your own shit that you buy, but it gets much worse than that. Their delivery service is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
This is
Like, this happened 3 years ago to
this
me,
is-
and I'm still livid about
This
it.
is the best customer service story of all time. We got fucked for 4th of July. This is the best customer service story of all time.
It was ridiculous.
Of all time. Please enlighten them.
Okay.
This is not one of those you
Yeah.
had to be there things. You're getting the real thing.
So I'm ordering a chair from IKEA. It's a nice chair. Probably have to put it together. Looks like it comes in like 4 pieces. Looks exactly like the chair that I have now that's sitting next to the dead flowers. And we order this chair online because they didn't. So we checked online to see if they had it in stock at the store, because we're like, we just won't have to wait for it. We can go get it, build it, whatever. We live like a half hour from there, not a big deal. Wasn't in store. So we're like, okay, cool. We'll pay for delivery, blah, blah, blah. Place an order. Oh, here's the email. Okay, cool.
So explain the whole story.
Yeah, so we placed the order, and I get an email like confirming the order. I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, cool. Order confirmed. Order's happening. Yeah. I'm like, sweet. So I go on my way, and then like 2 weeks pass, and there's no chair. Just doesn't show up. So I look into it. I go back to my emails. Well, they say that they schedule a day, and then you have to be there present for them to deliver because it's like, I don't know, it's not big packages. Like Amazon delivers way bigger things. I ordered a TV through Amazon. They left it right on my doorstep. So why can't you leave a chair on my doorstep? But apparently you have to be there, and they'll give you in a 10-hour window or something the day,
Convenient.
the week of, and then they'll give you a 4-hour window the day before.
Hey, hang on. We'll pause for a second. Do you have a real job?
Yeah.
Like where you work 8 hours a day at
Yeah,
least?
8 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a lunch break.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so you have 4 hours in the middle of the week? Like a norm?
So I have to take paid time off.
Oh,
But
okay.
see, and that's not even
was
the,
just
that's not
checking.
even the problem. The problem
Okay.
is I didn't know that that's what I had to do.
Okay, perfect.
So they didn't do a good job of explaining it to me.
Okay.
And then so I just wasn't there. And then the kicker here, great, I get it. I didn't read the confirmation email, so it wasn't partly on me.
No one does.
But then they didn't send a follow-up email when the delivery was not delivered. Like when they showed up to my house and no one was there to answer and they just packed it up and left, I never received a follow-up communication saying, "Hey, we missed you."
And you never got so like after 10 days they didn't like automatically refund you because you weren't there.
No.
Okay.
So then I finally get a hold of someone. I'm like, "Hey, where's my chair?" And they're like, "Well, they tried to deliver it to you and it wasn't there, so it's at the warehouse." And I was like, the warehouse. Okay, cool. So like IKEA, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like where they store the IKEA stuff." And I was like, "So IKEA's a warehouse, right? So they must have just sent it back to the store because that's probably where it came from, or maybe the store can give me one if it's in stock." So I drive like half hour, 45 minutes in traffic to get to IKEA. I wait in line for another 25 minutes to get to the customer service desk and the pickup desk. And then they inform me, "Oh no, it's not here," even though they have a full warehouse behind them with racks and products and stuff. And not the racks and products where you go pick up your stuff. This is separate racks and products just for employees and deliveries and stuff. Well, not there. It's at the outsourced delivery company's warehouse. So you'll have to go call them and reschedule the delivery. And I go, "What? You know what? Just cancel my order. just give me my money back and cancel my order." Can't do it.
It's the best story of all time.
So I have to call the delivery company and say, "Hey, my product's in your place," and they tell me the rigmarole of like scheduling delivery. I go, "This seems like a lot of work. Can you just cancel my order?" And they were able to cancel my order. I think they had to transfer me to like IKEA customer service, like corporate, like out of Sweden. Like, "Oh yeah, how you doing?" And I had to figure out how to cancel my order through there. But I got it canceled. And then I went to Macy's and bought the exact same chair that's actually nicer and probably more comfortable, and I didn't have to build it myself, and then delivered it without me having to be here for $100 less. So I'd say I came on top, but it was a long road to get there. And I sent IKEA the probably rudest email I've ever wrote. Well, I wrote a really rude email once. This recruiter named Earl. This recruiter named Earl emailed me and like everyone else in our office and was trying to get us to like go join this one company, and everyone got the same like standard message, and that kind of pissed me off a little bit because I was like, at least try. Like now I don't feel special at all because 20 people around me got the same email from you, Earl. So I sent him the link to the Dixie Chicks music video of Earl Had to Die. And I go, "No, I don't want your job, Earl." I just sent that link.
You know what you have to do to know that they're sending you the generic email? Put your middle initial at the end of your first name. So I know when someone's sending one because they sent an automatic and it says,
Oh.
"Hello, Reese M."
That's funny.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. My middle initial does not begin is not in my first name.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. So you can tell they really reached out to you. Okay, anyway, please read the email.
Okay, so here's the email to IKEA. I might have to like skip over some stuff. I don't know. But I did send
No,
this to
no,
them, so
you can read
I
the
probably should be
entire
able to read
thing.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we're not
So-
filtering for the tribe.
Fuck IKEA. Great start. Just
Nope.
like hard, aggressive. This is just going to recap the whole story that I just did, but just more aggressively. I ordered a chair 2 weeks ago. They gave me a 12-hour delivery window with no directions, and anyone had to be there to pick up. The delivery never happened because I wasn't there for part of the delivery window when the guy actually decided to show up. No note was left, no follow-up email was left, nothing. I'm a pissed off ex-girlfriend at this point.
You're on a roll at this point.
I called the delivery company and they said that now I have to go back to IKEA to reorder the product and reschedule the delivery. Yeah, I had to they wouldn't cancel my order, but they couldn't give me my money back. I had to
Yeah, Kia didn't. Yeah.
I will never be shopping at this Swedish shithole ever again. Online ordering is supposed to be easy. I order, you drop it off at my house. If I knew it was going to be this difficult, I would have dragged my ass across town to your fat ass infested store and picked up the damn chair myself. But wait, oh yeah, I couldn't do that because you didn't even have the chair in stock at your store. So I had to order online, be put through this shit pot of delivery service. God knows if I ever do get this stupid fucking chair, if I'll even be able to put it together. God forbid you include all the parts and make it easy. You damn well better not make me pay for delivery again, you Swedish bastards. I'm so pissed. This whole process ruined my day. Thanks, assholes. They never responded to me. How bad is that? Like, at least say, we understand your concerns.
And we can say all this because we live in the area we do, and about 75% of the people are Swedish. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yep.
You're
I'm
welcome.
Swedish,
You're
actually.
welcome. So am I.
Yeah.
25%. So, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, you want to know why you didn't have issues with Macy's? Started in Chicago. It's American.
The Windy City.
The Windy City.
H.H. Holmes.
Please. Enlighten.
The
I mean,
murder.
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: is so I've listened to a couple podcasts about that, about the World's Fair, because you were talking about that book.
Is this a true crime podcast now?
Yes, so good. Well, no, I don't. Someone asked me that today, what this was going to be about, and I said, can't be true crime because I don't have enough time to research. Those guys and women do a shit ton of research.
This show is just about murder, and I'm just gonna murder
Oh, jeez, okay. All right, well, I'm not here. It's been
you. True
fun.
crime? We should start a false crime podcast.
But okay, so the H.H. Holmes thing.
Yeah.
They think because of the times that he traveled back and forth to England, he was Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. I've heard that before. I don't believe it, but
But who was he then?
dude, he was this like
Fake?
he's kind of this piece of shit con man that just he bullshit his way through life, murdering people.
Oh, and he was fake?
Yeah, he was fake. He could be Jack the Ripper. But I think in the book I read, the Jack the Ripper stuff was going on at the same time as this. And so I think that might be a misalignment on people's timelines.
Yeah, if only we had the internet to tell us.
I always forget that Jack the Ripper was real. I always think of him as just like a British cartoon or something.
Yeah, but that's the thing that's crazy is like we can't track it like we do now. Like where people are on planes and shit and like
Yeah.
they have to fill out the manifest and all that stuff. Like you can't track that back like you did then. So like, yeah, they can say that it was happening at the same time. We don't actually know. Like he could have been on the boat manifest. You don't really know though because no one knew. He could have had a different.
H.H. Holmes had a bunch of different.
Yeah, that's what I'm
identities and
saying.
stuff. Do you think Jack the Ripper's name was Jack?
No,
Why was he called Jack the Ripper?
I don't know.
What if his name was like Jake and he's like, oh, you're so close, it pisses me off. Just get it right.
What?
Like it's like because if his name was like Leonard or something,
Dude.
Jack is like way off. So it'd be like, oh yeah, it's just a name. But if your name's Jake and they call you Jack the Ripper, it kind of pisses you off.
So
It's
you
like when
wanna
your name's
kill
Brendan
pe-
and
so
people
then
call you
wanna-
Brandon.
So you want to kill people then?
No, you've already killed people, and then the news is putting you out as Jack the Ripper. And you're like, my name's Jake.
Oh, my name's Jake. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe he's still alive, so we probably shouldn't be talking about this. Dude, did that ever freak you? Not like with people that they know and like have caught, but does that like ever freak you out?
What?
Like
That
thinking
the
about this
murderers
stuff?
are still alive?
Yeah, there's like certain murders that are still alive. It's crazy.
Yeah.
weird.
Dude, I was reading this book a couple weeks ago, and it was about this. It was pretty much this guy was like living in this girl's apartment, and she didn't know it, and it gave me the spooks so bad. I got so scared. I was like, it was like late at night, and I was like sitting out on the couch by myself reading, and I was like, I like started like getting all like weird, and like crawled into bed, and was like, I got the spooks.
Dude, that
protect
weird.
me.
Yeah, fuck that. No thanks.
Yeah.
I don't do that stuff before bed.
No, it's hard.
That's what, like I'll watch Stranger Things before bed.
Yeah, that doesn't really like creep me out.
It doesn't like creep me out because it's super sci-fi, but at the same time you're kind of like, all right, there's like some fucked up thing that I saw and it's weird.
We'll need to watch. We'll watch like American Horror Story, and then we'll need to watch like Friends right after it, just as like a palate cleanser before bed.
Yeah, dude, okay. Speaking of palate cleanser, this is one of my favorite stories of all time, and I tell it all the time. So we're out to eat at a place that
Olive Garden.
We, meaning old coworkers, are out at a place. Where they do. It's kind of cool. They do liquid chocolate flights. So it's not hot chocolate like chocolate and water.
Did you have liquid chocolate after that?
Hang on, just listen. Just listen. No, it tasted delicious. It was delicious. So they have liquid chocolate flights.
Yeah.
So you kind of do this whole thing. The guy,
sounds like you're on an airplane with diarrhea.
The general manager comes in and he gives us the flight and is talking about where the beans came from because they're all from Mexico, giving us the whole story about like an actual flight of like
chocolate comes from beans.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Cocoa beans. So we're sitting there, and there's a girl that's with us. Awesome. One of my good friends, but at the same time, pretty fancy. We'll just say that. Pretty fancy.
Okay.
So she looks right at the general manager as he's in the middle of the as you take like little shooters. As you take a little shooter of some of this liquid chocolate. Okay? And it's from all different areas. It's, has different water.
So is it like hot chocolate?
No. It's like thick.
Okay.
So it's not mixed with anything. It's like liquid chocolate. Like they melt it.
Okay.
Or they heat it up. But they do, some of them are more water-based, some more milk-based. So they do add a little bit to it, but it's not hot chocolate. It's more water. It's more chocolate. Liquid than it is solid.
Yeah.
It's like in between. So she asks, in the middle of the flight, she looks right at him and she goes, so after you have this chocolate, like, what do you cleanse your palate with?
And did you say my butthole?
The general manager looks at her and he goes, I don't know. Chocolate?
Just more chocolate?
I don't know. Chocolate?
What do you... I don't...
Like, what do you say to that?
Yeah, you're kind of done. Why do you need to cleanse your palate when you're done? That's
it's dessert. Not like you like pour lemon in your mouth.
You cleanse... You have dessert as a palate cleanser to get the taste of dinner out of your mouth.
Yeah, man. But we're doing a whole flight, so she's thinking like, oh, like it's a wine flight.
Oh, so like
you're supposed to you're supposed to cleanse your palate. He goes,
oh, in between the shots.
In between the shots.
Oh, I thought you meant just like after.
No, man. We had an entire flight. Yeah. Like you're taking a flight of beer, and he goes, I don't know, chocolate.
The next chocolate.
The next chocolate.
Because what would you do? You can't do ginger like you do in sushi.
I don't fucking know.
It's literally chocolate. Just move on to the next one.
Hey,
it doesn't matter.
Hey, dude, doesn't matter. Want to know why? Because there's sugar and it tastes all good. Same thing. Everything, same thing.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Chocolate.
That's the type of like where you're just at your job and just people ask you like the dumbest questions ever. That's what you want to say to people. Like you like there's so many times you just want to be like sassy back and you're just,
there you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
Chocolate.
The tribe knows. The tribe now knows. So when they're at work, they're on the phone with somebody and someone asks them something stupid, they say, I don't know, chocolate. And the person on the phone goes, what? And they go, nothing. And just keep helping them.
Yeah.
There you
Like,
go.
What if I need this?
Hey, had to
feature?
be there.
I don't know. Chocolate.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
There you go. Use that. I hope people use that.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
maybe that's a shirt someday.
I don't know. Chocolate.
With a big Hershey bar on it.
And it's just a sad Hershey face.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chocolate.
Just a fancy rich girl putting diarrhea into a little shooter glass.
No,
Just
man.
hot
Hey,
chocolate.
no.
Just hot chocolate flights.
We're not making a tub girl shirt. No. Hey, dude, no.
That's
we're not
the
doing
grossest thing
that. No,
ever.
we're not doing a tub girl
Tub
shirt.
girl.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, you guys want to see diarrhea in a cup of chocolate? No. No. Sorry, we're not doing tub girl. Ixnay that one.
You pretty
Unless
much
you guys vote on it and say, yeah, you guys should do a tub girl shirt, then we'll do it.
you pretty much reenacted Two Girls One Cup with your old work team. With hot
I
chocolate.
never
flights.
watched it. Never watched it.
So gross. So you don't need to. I watched it for you.
It's something you can't unwatch.
Yeah, it's still in my head. I watched it 15 years ago. I can't see it.
It's like Bottle Guy.
I don't know if I saw that one. Is that one where it's like reverse in?
No.
Or is it
The
all the
bottle.
way in? It's just the bottom of the bottle.
It's the bottom.
Yeah.
Or meatspin.com.
Yeah.
See how many spins you
Well, we
can
got that up to
get.
like.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Dude, that was the song.
I remember I was at like a friend's house
Oh,
and there was a bunch of people
gosh,
there and we
dude.
just turned on and kind of forgot about it. We got up to like 16,000 spins.
Harrison. Can't say his last name.
Set the world record.
Can't say his last name.
Harry.
That's the
Harry?
house. That's the house we were at.
No, this was a different time.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Because we did the same thing at his house.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, at
I'm
his
su-
house,
I'm
we
sure
did a lot of stuff.
I'm sure friend groups across the nation were trying to set that record.
We're talking about us. We don't care.
Well,
About
yeah,
anything.
you had to be there, and you
Yeah.
weren't there for my experience, and I probably wasn't there for your
You
experience.
weren't.
But we had the same experience, and that's
You
what this is all about. Because the tribe's going to experience it with us. Yeah.